4-digit by 2-digit division. A ferry needs to transport 1,788 people across the river. The ferry can take 95 people on each trip. How many people will the ferry take on its last trip? Use the space below to show your answer and use a sentence or two to explain your reasoning. So I'm going to get out my whiteboard. You guys get out your sheet of paper so that we can do this one together, and you'll have one of your homework assignments already completed for today. Okay, so let's set the problem up first with our dividend inside the divisor or the division bracket. Okay, so how many people are needing to go across the river? 1,788. And how many people can the ferry take at one time? 95. So we are dividing by a large 2-digit number. I don't know about you, but I don't know how to skip count 95 in my head. So this is going to require some multiplication and some guess and check as well. First, let's divide. We are going to still stick with the same steps of long division. Divide, multiply, subtract, and bring down. We are just going to have probably a little more work to do with this 95. Okay, first off, can 95 go into 17? No. So we need to look at the number 178. I'm just going to do a guess and check and say maybe 95 goes into 178 2 times. Not quite sure, but I'm going to take my 95 and do a little multiplication problem over here to the side. 2 times 5 is 10. 2 times 9 is 18 plus 1. 190. Nope, that's too much. But I might need this, so I'm gonna leave this multiplication here in case I need to use that later. So 95 can only go into 178 one time. So we've divided. Let's multiply. What is 1 times 95? 95. So now, do you notice that I put the 1 on top of the 8 because we were using the number 178 to divide. So my 1 goes on top of that 8. 1 times 95 is 95. Now subtract. 8 minus 5 equals 3. 17 minus 9. 17. 8. Okay, can 95 go into 83? No, it's small. This number's smaller. So 83 divided by 95 is 0. 0 times 95 is 0. Subtract. 3 minus 0 is 3. Bring down to 83. So this means I have a really large remainder of 83. So the question, let's get back to what the question is asking us. I know I have 10 trips on the ferry and there's a remainder of 83. Well, that remainder is going to tell us what? Let's read this question one more time. A ferry needs to transport 1,788 people across the river. The ferry can take 95 people on each trip. How many people will the ferry take on its last trip? So the last trip is going to carry 83 passengers. Last trip take 83 passengers. how many, room here, how many leftovers, and in this case, the leftovers are people, how many people to take the last trip? Okay. So we divided by a very 4-digit by 2-digit, pretty large number. Let's take a look at the one that you're going to divide. So you'll take a picture of your work, and I'm fine if you copy what I have here. Make sure you show your work, and this division problem will be the one that you solve on your own. I'll read it for you, and then I want to see what you can do. Michelle baked 2,640 Swiss rolls, which were to be delivered for a school party. If she plans to pack 24 in a box, how many boxes in all will she require to pack all the Swiss rolls? I can't wait to see how you do. Hope this helped.